get ready with me for Torrid's model casting. So I looked online at their site and it says to wear basically like light makeup, nothing that like doesn't make you look like yourself, and then form-fitting clothes. So I've never done anything like this before. It was really just like, I think I saw it on social media a few months back and I was like, should I do it? And then I saw again today that it was happening today and I was like, I'm just gonna do it. So get ready with me as I really take a leap of faith here and just go to this model casting. So first and foremost, I start with a base foundation. Like my everyday makeup is what I'm going to be doing. I go in with Fenty Beauty in shade 420. Please go easy on me. I've never done a video like this or shown how I like actually apply my makeup. And so this probably looks actually ridiculous, but you just gotta trust the process on this one. So I do realize that my foundation is quite a bit lighter than me, especially on camera probably. But I do this on purpose. I do suffer from some like hyperpigmentation. And so going in with a lighter foundation kind of evens everything out. And then I'll show you guys in a second, but I actually go back in with a powder on top that's a little bit darker than me, that I think really helps like it blend in with like my neck and my chest area and kind of, I guess like brings me back down from just looking like a completely lighter face than the rest of my body. But after that, like you can kind of tell like I do have hyperpigmentation along my cheeks pretty bad, and then like where I smile, you can kind of see it where it'll be like lines right here. Even when I'm not smiling are main areas of concern for me. And then I do wear glasses, and so obviously in this Oklahoma heat, I do get a little bit of a tan sometimes, and so there'll actually be like a little bit lighter spots there on my nose as compared to everywhere else. So okay, so as I was mentioning, I go on with a lighter foundation and then I come back through with a darker powder on. And it's Bare Minerals Truffle 29. I don't know if you guys can, there you go. And it's inversed, of course. So it's Bare Minerals, Bare Pro powder in Truffle 29. And then I use this NYX Professional Makeup brush to blend that all in on top of my foundation. I got I think I got basically all of my makeup products from Sephora, if I'm being honest. Occasionally, like my brushes or something I'll get from like Walmart or a drugstore or somewhere cheaper, but for the most part, all of my like everyday wear I've gotten from Sephora. Another thing that I do is I do bring my makeup down to my neck. That is like the one thing that I hate is when I go out and I see people that just like stop their makeup right along like their jawline. I'm like, it's very clear to see like you don't have makeup right there, and so I always like to make sure that I'm applying it all the way down to my neck area, and then just go all over my face. And I feel like the powder really like evens things out between like my face and my chest area. Okay, the next thing that I like to do is it depends on if I'm doing eyeshadow or not. So if I'm doing eyeshadow, I'll usually go ahead and start on that. I really am a one-trick pony, guys. Like I only know how to do a smoky eye and that's like it. So I will just be doing like my basic smoky eye that I usually do. So I am using this Morphe palette, 35V, that has all of your base colors that you need. Essentially, I love this palette. As you can see, a few of the colors are more loved than others. But I'll usually go in with like this dark black down here in the bottom as like my, I don't know, base layer for my smoky eye. And I'll just, since they called for like a light makeup look for this casting event, I won't go in with very much. And then I do have some pre-existing red on there from the last time that I used this. I don't clean my brushes as often as I should, and I know that I don't. I definitely just put way too much right there. But it's okay. It won't look as heavy, obviously, on the cameras. So at this event that I'm going to, you can actually get your headshots done for the application. And so that's the main reason why I'm wanting to go, is just so I can get some headshots done. I do dabble in photography on the side, but I don't want to go through the effort of taking my own headshots. And so I'm just gonna go to this event. I mean, it's free. It's right here, like 20 minutes from where I live. And so I'm like, why not? And hopefully there'll be some other people there. It'll be like a good networking opportunity as well, just to like meet other women that are also interested in applying, that are also from the same area as me. So I think that'll be really fun. And then I'm gonna go in with, I don't know which one yet, but one of these like lighter colors here. I'm thinking maybe not the sparkly, shimmery looking one. Maybe just this like brown one right here, right there. Can't see it, that one. I'll go back in with this one. Also, I'm so used to doing my makeup in a mirror, but I'm actually using just my phone's camera for this. And so we'll see when I end this video and actually look in a mirror properly if I just look like a clown. Or if this is like a decent makeup look. We shall see. But yeah, that's basically all that I do. I'll start with my darker color, or in this case, whatever was left over before I used the darker color. And I'll kind of like go around like the outer part of my eyelid, and then I'll come back in with whatever color I'm wanting to blend that smoky eye into, and put that on like more so my inner lid. In this case, I'm using a color that almost matches my eyelid color, so you can't really tell that I'm applying anything there, but I promise that I am. And then these are, I think I did get these from Walmart. These are like the Eco Tools. And so it's like a whole pack of them that you can get, like 6 or so brushes come in it. The next thing that I go in with is my Fenty Beauty eyeliner. If you can't tell, I am a big fan of Riri's Fenty Beauty collection, but I'll just go in with my liquid eyeliner. Once again, I feel like this depends on how I'm feeling for the day. So sometimes I'll go in with like, I'll go all the way across my eyelid and then also give myself like a winged look, but I always do a winged look like that. When I said I want Trick Pony, like I meant that. I literally only know how to do this one makeup look, and it's my everyday look, so sorry. But I will go across all the way this time since I'm feeling a little bit spicy today. But I'll apply it all the way across my eyelid, and then I am going to look in the mirror for this part because I don't love a really full winged eyeliner on myself. I think other people can do it like beautifully, and I envy them for that. However, that is not me. So I will be going in with a very basic look here. And then just a very subtle wing. I don't like to drag my wing out too far. I don't like it to be too thick. I don't like it to be too like lifted upright. I like it to be like straight out. And that's usually why I bring my eyeshadow out so far too, is because I know I'm going to go in with that winged eyeliner look. Okay, I'll get a little bit darker, just a touch. And then like usually like use my finger and make it a little bit straighter. Okay. Do I look crazy? I can't tell. I feel like this one is definitely more noticeable. Let's see. Good enough. Okay. And then after I do my eyeliner, I'll go back in and make sure that everything still looks good for my eyeshadow. Make sure that it's not like going out too far past where I ended up ending my wing at. But actually this looks pretty good, so I'll leave it alone. So next thing that I do is I go in with my mascara. So I use the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. It's blue and it has like a raindrop kind of texture to it, like as if it was wet. But I love this one. I've used it for years. Before that, I just used like, I think a Maybelline drugstore makeup that has like, it's pink and green. I'm sure every girl in middle school used it at one point, but that was my before, and then I leveled up to Sephora's Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and honestly I love it. I'm not huge on like a dramatic lash look, and I feel like this does just enough for me that like it's more than my natural lash, but it's not like over the top. Like it still looks very natural to me, and I'm not a person that like layers mascara either. I know some people like put on one coat and then apply another of a different brand or even the same brand, but I'll just go in a few times, make sure that I'm getting my inner eyelid here. And then another thing that I like to do is I don't use like eyeliner for even like liquid or pencil for my bottom, but I do like to kind of darken up under my eye. So I'll just like dab a spot of mascara and then I'll actually go back in with my finger and I'll smudge it. And so I prefer this over putting eyeliner under here or going in with that darker eyeshadow color that I first started with. I think like it gives me more like lasting wear out of it, and then also it's just really easy for me. I think I actually did it as a mistake the first time. Like I'd accidentally gotten mascara down there and I went to wipe it off and it smudged, and I just kind of like the look. So that's something else that's like a weird quirk that I do that's probably like anyone that actually does makeup professionally is like, what the hell is she doing? Like this is the worst makeup tutorial. It's not even a tutorial, it's like a get ready with me, but this is the worst makeup look I've ever seen. But you know, go easy on me guys. I am open to feedback, but please only constructive criticism. I'm soft. And then I'll do the same thing on both sides. Another thing that as I get older, I've definitely noticed it a lot more. I've always had this beauty mark here. I know some people literally like will apply a fake one or wish that they had one. I always think of Lottie in Tiana where she's doing her makeup and then she like dabs on the beauty mark at the very end. But I've always had one right there. But as I get older, I notice that I have more. So like this one right here, you can barely see it, but I didn't always have that one. And I've noticed as of recently that that's there too. So I'm assuming I'll probably just get more as I get older, and I'm fine with that. It's a natural part of aging. So the next thing that I'll go in with is this Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Ebony. I've used this for quite a while now, actually. I don't know why it's still being blurry. Oh, guess there you go. Okay, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color Ebony. I've used this for a long time. Occasionally, if they're out of the shade Ebony, I can get away with the shade Chocolate, I think it is. As you can tell, I don't have very dark eyebrows. It is something I'm a little self-conscious about. I've always wished that I had fuller, darker eyebrows, and like, I don't know, I just wasn't blessed with that. So I usually fill in both the start and the tip of my eyebrow. I try to give myself a little bit more of an arch as well, and then I just extend the end out. I really like the brush attachment. So one end is like the actual like makeup head with the pencil, and then the other end is like a brush. So I like varying between those two things, but I'll darken this part right here at the front, kind of give myself more of a defined start and finish to my eyebrows. And then I feel like the part that already has hair, I usually don't go in on. I just leave it alone. I don't need that part to be darker, but just definitely like more of a defined shape, more of an arch, and then just making them look a little bit darker as well. Another thing that I noticed, like, I don't try to be too hard on myself about my eyebrows. They're, what is it, sisters, not twins, or something like that. I'm never the type that's like, oh, I have to, you know, make sure they're so symmetrical and do all of these different, like, oh, is it like directly in line with my nose, or all of those things. So I just do what makes me feel good. I know there's this trend about eyebrow blindness that's going around, and when I look at old pictures of me from 2016 and 2017, I definitely had that. Some may say I still have it now, I don't know. But I used to draw my eyebrows on so thick. Like, the beginning of this would just be like, it's kind of square now, but just imagine this like 10 times worse. Like, it would just be so dark and so thick and so square. And so, like I mentioned, I've just always struggled with my eyebrows and wanting them to look differently. And I feel like back when I was in high school and stuff, I really overcompensated for that. But thankfully, this like clean girl aesthetic is coming into style that isn't as heavily focused on how your eyebrows look and like full glam kind of. And so I appreciate that. But I'm also still not getting behind whatever the look is where you just like wipe this clear gel in them and they look like almost kind of wet, like they have gel in them or something. I don't know. Not a fan of that either. So coming to the end here, the last few things that I usually apply for my everyday look is this blush here. It's by Artesian Color. I don't know this brand. I don't remember where I got this from. But it's Warm Berry 8305. This is probably honestly like just a simple drugstore makeup, but you can tell that I've used it quite a bit. But I don't usually go in with a lot of it, but just enough that you can kind of tell it's there. So I used to just do it like literally like right on my cheek like this, and I used to just go like and like put it down here. But I now put it like more so like above my cheekbones, and I feel like it really accentuates when I smile, especially. I just have like high cheekbones when I smile, and then also with my dimples, it just looked weird applying my blush so low. I don't know why I used to do it like that. And then the last thing that I'll go in with for the face is Fenty Beauty again, their highlighter in the shade Trophy Wife, which I absolutely love the shimmer on this. I think it's beautiful. The one that I'm using in particular, I dropped, and so it's shattered everywhere. I do have another one somewhere around here, but I'm not one to waste things, so kind of that saying, if it's not broke, don't fix it. This is very much so broke, but you know, it still gets the job done, so I'm going to use the last of this before I start on that new one. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just shattered, but I can still open it and the makeup won't go everywhere, so I'm going to keep using it till I'm done with it. And then I just apply it usually right either like below or on top of the blush, and then I'll also put some at the tip of my nose, and then on my, what is this called? Cupid's bow or whatever. I put some right above my lip. I usually typically only use the highlighter if I'm going out, like, I don't know, somewhere nicer. To me, it's not something that I use like all the time as part of my daily look. And then I'm just going to be courageous, and I'm going to go in with this new makeup product that I got, a new lippy from my fiance. I requested this for Christmas actually, but this is a Fenty Beauty like lip gloss. I forget what shade it is. I'll put it back in the video, but this Fenty Beauty lip gloss that I think is so adorable. If it would ever not be blurry, that would be cool. But I'm not going to put very much of this just because I do still want everything to look as natural as possible, and they said a light makeup, so I don't want to go in with like a, I don't know, super red lip or anything. But I love lip gloss. I wear lip gloss even if I wear no other makeup. Like I prefer it definitely over chapstick, but I just always wear lip gloss. So caveat to me loving Fenty Beauty, I always wear, it's actually Bath & Body Works lip gloss. I'm not picky. Really, I'll just wear any Bath & Body Works lip gloss, but it just has to be clear is the only thing. But I love lip gloss. I will always wear lip gloss. Okay, so here is the finished product of my everyday face look. So hopefully this isn't too glam for the model casting. I feel like I still look like myself. I just made my skin tone look even and made myself actually have eyebrows. So that is my makeup look. I'm gonna go in with some earrings here. I've never done this before, so I don't know if this is like doing too much. I try to look at like what other people were wearing, and so I'm just gonna go in with these like gold hoop looking earrings. I just got these actually off of Shein, however you want to say it. I haven't worn them before, but they're actually super cute. I like them, so I'm gonna go in with these earrings. And then for my hair, I don't even know. I'm thinking I'll probably still just keep it pulled back the way that it is. I just have like the top pulled back, and then the bottom is just straight down. It's not in a full pony. It's like a half up, half down kind of look. Oh, I'm struggling with this earring. Let's see. I think that's on. But I'll pull out some front pieces, I guess, and let this be the look. So thank you for getting ready with me.